there's 50 laps at Michigan International Speedway. Ricky Bobby leads the field to green. Austin on the outside of the front row. 32 very pissed off sounding Mazdas come to green here at Michigan. Pace car to the pit lane.
Green flag.
And we are green. Austin will immediately drop down in behind Ricky Bobby, but Chase Elliott underneath him as Bobby's back up to the top. Well, that Ricky Bobby lead didn't last all that long. Pat's trying to make a move already in turn one. And the Wrangler car is through to the pit lane. Through to lead. And now Pat up to the top, trying to hold point. This is where this race is going to be a little bit of a challenge to keep our camera up towards the very front of the field. Keep our camera on the leader. And Dale Jr., who was dead last in qualifying until the bitter end, might just lead lap one, if not for Yo Gamer, who's coming on strong. We're already looking like we want to go 4 wide, and this is just lap one, led by Dale Earnhardt Jr. All kinds of packed up. We're 3 wide, a decent bit through the field, and even maybe 4 wide in some places. Whoa, there is already trouble. Contact out of turn 2. And that could have been disastrous, especially for anybody in the back half of the field. Whoa. All the brief tests I've done with this, I've never seen them wreck. And we just about had one. But they are sitting 4 wide, especially deep in the pack. Coming across to finish lap 2. Natalie Decker leads for the moment. We're 4 wide at the front of the field. Oh, this can't. Oh, we're stuttering already, and we've got contact. Legato saved it in front of everybody. Apparently, everything is just breaking. Nobody wants to drive normal. The game's stuttering. Whoa. Chaos. Well, maybe that'll teach him a lesson here early, is to not drive like that. Not drive too crazy. I saw Red Wings there get on the brakes. This isn't a track that you would think we're going to have to brake a whole lot at. So hopefully they don't, as it's getting dicey again. People on the brakes up in the high lane. Inside line looking the strongest and the most put together for the moment. There is just so much movement going on, especially in corner entry, where that is where things have the potential to go wrong the most. No doubt about that. Oop. Got off the leader there for a second. Red Wings, I think, led that lap as we've taken lap 5. Ticker can't make up its mind. That's... Who is that on the high side? That's Yo Gamer forming that outside line. A little squirrely. We might be flirting with 5 wide, which is... It's got to be a recipe for disaster. There's just no space for any movement. Even with as wide as Michigan is, when cars are 5 wide. Just no space for it. So for the sake of everybody, let's hope they don't do that. Did I hear there's some cars crashing behind us out of the exit of turn 4. Whoa. Joey Logano leads as they have indeed crashed to finish lap 6. Or to take lap 6. So we head to blimp cam. Ignore trading paints refreshing. Willpower gets turned and then, oh, it just digs in and flips. Somehow everybody behind Willpower did not get collected in that. Whoa. So here in turn 3, just gets shoved up in with AJ Allmendinger and then just hooked, and then the car just digs in and starts to tumble. How he didn't get hit again, I have no clue. Now, in all of that, there were some pit stops I do see towards the back half of the field, so we do have some split strategy going on. Oh, we're stuttering again. Well, what do you do? Got through all of Rockingham, all of its craziness just fine. I feel like maybe it's because the cars are so close together. Who knows? Heading back to green on lap 8. Joey Logano leads from Dale Jr. Yo Gamer and Red Wings. A couple of chat members sitting in the second row. I see Pat sitting back in 8th place right now. Back to green from Michigan. Like they were trying to form up a bottom lane, but now nobody can make up their mind. Pat trying to help Jeff up in the high lane. After what we just saw, definitely going to want to make some moves up towards the front of the field. I don't think you want to be stuck there in the back. A lot going on with cars trying to get to the bottom. That was Natalie Decker in the OnlyFans car. From the top to the bottom. Whoa. Saw a dab of the brakes there outside of, or out of turn 4. Just makes no sense to me. Looks like Travis Pastrana leads. Actually, it's Joey Logano. 3 wide into turn 1. Behaving for the moment. And how about Jeff? I mean, a pretty miserable season up until last week. Came from 31st, 30th on the grid, whatever. Had a really strong day. Lucas all by himself on the bottom lane and makes his way up to 3rd in that bottom lane. As Pastrana and Allmendinger come down. They left the space. Lucas took advantage. Now all of a sudden, things have switched around a little bit. Current fastest lap is unfortunately Smee, and I think he just said it. Ash is making moves as well. Getting towards the front of the field. Up to 12th. There's some contact happening back there. Haley Deegan and Yo Gamer, I think. We're door to door. We've got problems, and I think everyone saved it. Pat and Natalie Decker with contact. And we get through. I've never seen this. Why we came here? Thought it was just going to be a normal pack race. Well, nobody can drive normal. We'll see if either of those cars make pit stops here on this upcoming lap. See if they sustained any damage. Travis Pastrana is your leader. Can we just drive normal, guys? We've lost willpower, but we don't need to lose anybody else. That fastest lap from Smee. You see him up there inside the top 5. Scoring pylon can't make up its mind for the time being. And that move a couple laps ago, where Lucas just drove by everybody on the inside, has paid off as Lucas leads out of turn 2 here on lap 13. I am still just amazed that that was only a 1-car wreck. We got a car upside down and essentially a 1-car accident. Lucas leaves the bottom open as he shifts to the middle lane. Made all his ground up on the bottom. I don't know why you'd give that up. Allmendinger leads as we take lap 14 and we're stuttering again. Strong inside lane, led by Chastain for the moment, who's already won 1 race this year. Our 2nd race of the season back at the Daytona Road Course. Lucas making, well, not really making a 3rd line on the outside, but at least a new leader on that outside lane. I think we're going to be okay if this is primarily 3 wide. Everyone's kind of formed up. But it's when we get 4 wide and cars all over the place, or even 5 wide, where I think things could really go wrong. Especially as we've already seen cars really do struggle. And it's just everybody everywhere. Willpower is on an outlap. So the damage after the roll, not too bad. They really hit anything hard, and I mean, these cars do have roll cages, so it just kind of tumbled around a little bit. The Noodle a lap down? No, but where is she actually? Looking at that interval. Where is she? Oh no, she's up front. Wait, maybe she is a lap. She is a lap down. How did that happen? How did that happen? What the hell? That doesn't make any sense. What happened under yellow, unless there was some damage that we missed from that first caution? Pat in front for the moment. I accidentally hit a button. Well, so then she is really begging for a caution then. We do have lucky dogs on. Wave arounds are on. Starting to spread out a little bit. 4 wide, a little bit farther back in the pack. Lucas, Smee, Pastrana, and Bell. Props to Caleb for not being dead last anymore. Has at least moved up. 4 wide as we enter turn 1. Well, so that's something I guess that we're going to have to go take another look at after the fact and see just why all of that happened. And apparently Jeff's a lap down as well. Jeff doesn't have a reason to be lapped out. I don't understand. Unless they picked up some damage and we just didn't see it. So now we've actually got a race for that lucky dog spot, assuming we get another yellow. Those two cars are bumper to bumper right now. Cow car and Tim Horton's car. Down there on the inside lane. Fastest lap still belongs to Smee. That is just allergic to being something won by a member of Twitch chat. So it seems. So I really just don't get it. I mean, neither of those cars pitted. They're still on the same set of tires that they started the race on, so I don't understand it. So unless the ticker is wrong, I can't really figure out a reason as to why they'd be a lap down. Four wide on corner entry. It's not what we'd like to see. Good evening, Lucas. Your car is doing somewhat well. Made a nice move on the inside. Led a couple laps. It's just faded back to 10th for the moment. Chastain and Allmendinger up front. Red Wings, your highest placing chatter for the moment. Austin lurking right behind. We've actually got a line of Austin, Pat, Squid, and Lucas in the middle lane. How I feel about Michigan? Oh, not good. That lap led by Travis Pastrana. Smee is making his way up to the front again. Oh, Bell got squirrely. That could have been dangerous. Caution were to come out right now. That free pass would go to the number 69 Jordo's car. I just really can't figure out why they're a lap down. That's our biggest intrigue for the moment, as we are indeed nearing halfway. One incident on lap 5, and nothing since. Weird day in the NFL for sure. I actually wonder, are we... Okay, no, we're live, we're caught up. Because that ticker seems to be a little bit delayed. Or at least, actually, the feed here seems to be a little bit delayed. The ticker, I think, is out in front. Chastain back to the lead. Push from Red Wings in the Little Caesars car. There's some cars out there that have not made pit stops that do need to make a pit stop at some point in this race. I did actually have excitement about Michigan. Davis Warren came in, or not Davis Warren, Jack Tuttle came into the game after an Alex Orji benching. And actually looked really good. And Tuttle might be the best quarterback on the team, but he's also still not good. And really probably the mistakes that Tuttle made probably cost us the game. But something to build on. It's also your age. Jack Tuttle is probably also probably closer to my age. Year 7 of college football. Put the freshman in. They want to keep him redshirted. At this point, I guess I don't blame him, but I mean, I don't know if you have much to play for, especially with how Ohio State looks and Oregon as well. Chase Elliott currently leading. Here on lap 22. Oh, it certainly won't be 49-0. And even the Michigan defense didn't have a great day yesterday. Will Johnson, very costly mistake towards the end of that game, even though I think that penalty was a little crazy. But it didn't matter. It was another penalty on that play anyway. Now for the moment, the ticker, there we go. Ticker is updated. Chastain leads. Or at least he did. We're starting to see some chaos now in the back of the pack. Lucas Deegan. Oh, Allmendinger. That was squirrely. That was an aggressive, sudden move. In the middle of the pack, we got a checkup on the straightaway. I think from Christopher Bell, so we have a little bit of separation for the moment. Your leader is Chase Elliott. Austin right in behind. But since the AI won't use the apron, no space to go, just boxed in. Tigers should bounce back, you would think. Scoob on the mound tomorrow. I actually thought that game was today. I goofed that up. We might be flirting with 5 wide here in a second. They're certainly trying. Oh, Junior sideways on the straightaway. Pastrana and Dale Jr. had contact. Oh, see, even I hadn't heard that. Although I don't really keep up with red shirts, shit like that, generally. Either Junior or Pastrana pit. Did that just go from lap 24 to lap 26? There we go. It went back. The ticker is just absolutely out of its mind, but that's because iRacing doesn't know what to do. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the game on, game off type thing. I will say. I feel like especially for baseball, you could totally just do it how you've always done it. 2 home games in the series, day off for travel. And you go on the road. Allmendinger's making space on the bottom lane. Kind of similar to the move Lucas made earlier in the race, as I'm having a strong, somebody call a bondulance. Elliott leads. Josh Berry towards the front of the field, which is not what anybody likes to see in terms of cars that we've had to penalize this year. Josh Berry has received the most. Now, we're not going to see any penalties, you wouldn't think, on an oval, but on the road courses, Josh Berry's been a menace. What just happened? Did everyone run out of gas? Or are they trying to just make their way to the pit lane? What just happened? All of a sudden, we've got some major separation in the field, and I couldn't really tell you why. Maybe they just said, we're done. We're done racing in a pack because Ross Chastain's all alone. Huh? Well, I'll tell you who this isn't good for. Ross Chastain. That was really, really strange. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Because here comes the pack. Yeah, that does get a... And I mean, see you later, Chastain. Got no chance. Josh Berry back to the lead. Jeff is up here, but somehow, some way, a lap down. But look who's closing in. It is indeed the cow car, the two cars that are somehow a lap down are going to be up here towards the front of the field. So if we get another yellow, they'll be battling for that spot. Now, I'm starting to wonder if maybe running solo is faster somehow, because Jordo just caught up with relative ease, even though this group here had already gotten packed up. Josh Berry leads lap 28. Ignore the ticker, because it's not right at all. Now it's right. Yellow flag is out. We have a caution on the racetrack somewhere. And it's Dale Jr. Dale Jr. lost the front bumper, is sitting sideways in the track. So here we go with Dale Jr. Tries to make a move to the inside of Austin. Nothing's there. Goes back up top. Oh, we got into Bubba Wallace on the high side. Then into Bell and then into the wall. Wow. That is a pure lack of talent from Dale Earnhardt Jr. So from the view of Christopher Bell, you see the contact there. Got hit pretty hard in the door. Huh. So here comes Bubba. That's Dale Jr. in the Sundrop car on the inside. And I don't really know what he thought he was going to do, because he just comes up and doors Bubba. Once again, very lucky that only one car was majorly involved in this incident. Wondering if it's because he pitted with the leaders. That would also possibly have an impact. Because we saw Will Power get a wave around for not pitting and then coming in the next lap. Well, anyway, we are back to green. Michigan International Speedway, Kyle Larson is your leader, the only car that stayed out under yellow. So that at least negates the nonsense that was that weird checkup that separated the field. As Ross Chastain, yet again, looking for the top spot, and the one car has the number one position. Wallace give a good push to Ash, maybe too good of a push. Just looked a little sideways heading into the corner, and that top line is going nowhere, and it's Kyle Busch to the lead. Well, place your bets now. We finish in this race without another caution or not? Look at Caleb battling up here. Late in one. Well, I mean, we've only had 2 cautions, so, and we have a checkup again. Caleb decided to brake check the entire middle lane. I think he just wanted the bottom. He just wanted to be on the bottom of the racetrack. I lied. His car was up top. Locked onto Dale Jr. for a moment. There we go. There's a lot of movement happening. A lot of cars going all over the place. Ash is the current leader of that high lane, it appears. Take me off the track. Oh, there's problems! Contact between Ash and AJ Allmendinger, but we get through all right. And look at Evo, up into 7th. But I tell you, what a comeback it would be for Evo to not finish last in the standings. We get some finishes like this here towards the end of the season. It could happen. Now the rest of the field gonna have to catch up once again after the weird Evo's car is going to explode and cause the next caution. Yeah. I wouldn't even be surprised. Evo is dropping quite considerably, but he's still in this lead pack. Christopher Bell leads. Ash with help from Haley Deegan. What planet do we live on? Stutters are becoming more frequent, but at this point, there's nothing we can do about it. I really kind of hope we don't get another yellow, because then the, what if we just do that for, like, a quick second? Is that gonna fix things? Led for all of a brief second. Denny Hamlin already back to the front of the field. There's some chaos happening. Are we going to keep it straight? It does not appear so. Maybe they did. There is no yellow flag. We have got to go back. No, there's cars stopped all over the track. We're going to have to throw the yellow ourselves. Coming out of turn 4 here, we're 4 wide. Bubba Wallace crowds down, even though he's got 2 lanes below him. That got Jordo turned in front of the field. I don't know if Lucas clipped her car or not. I mean, what the hell? So we'll see the Bubba Wallace move. All of that, and then Jordo gets left reared. No! Lucas did not hit anyone. So here we go with Caleb. Yep. Caleb got hit in the left rear, it looked like. But moves onward and looks to be all right. 27 cars on the lead lap and an invisible pace car. So we'll see if we go green or not. Because I'm not entirely certain And with this few laps to go, we can get this figured out if this is not the case. So into turn 4. Really? We got a third one? Into turn 4. We will see if we go back to green to take lap 44. I hear a green, green, green. And we are off. Ash holds the lead for the moment. Denny Hamlin pressured by Kyle Larson, as Larson's going to drop all the way from the top to the bottom and get by Ash for the moment. Ash needs some help, and it's not really coming in the form of anyone. So for the moment, Ash lines up second. Now dropping back a little bit. Not many chatters up towards the front of the field, as actually Evo is going to get at least temporary position on Ash, I think, here through turn 4. Evo crowded Ash a little bit. That could have been disastrous. Back up to the front of the field, Haley Deegan leads as we take lap 46. Now it is Kyle Busch. There is problems in the back of the pack. I think that squeeze job that Evo continued to try and pull on Ash eventually put her in the wall. Oh no. Chat on chat crime. Late in this one is all of a sudden now we're on lap 45. And the highest placing chatter right now is Pat, with Caleb right in behind. That poor guy, the next time he comes into this, the next time he's in chat. Unless Ash finds a comeback. $sign to the lead, leading lap 45. Might be chat's only hope unless Caleb can get something going on. Or Pat as well. Oh, problems! Back of the pack. I'm not sure who all was involved in that, and I don't know why there's not a yellow, because we've got to call one ourselves now. The yellow comes out. So we're going through turn 2 right here. And what happens? Denny Hamlin crowds up Josh Berry and sets off, if not the biggest, one of the biggest wrecks of the day. My stream deck is way too close to my keyboard. So on board with Alex Bowman. Saw Travis Pastrana catch a little bit of air. It's Denny Hamlin's in-car that's going to be the most interesting. We'll go chase cam here to follow Denny Hamlin, because he just crowds up Josh Berry here into the wall and essentially hooks himself. Travis Pastrana got involved. Ash doesn't really look like she got hit at all. Austin's got a little bit of damage in this. So right before the incident, let's see. It did sound like Ash got hit in the rear bumper, but I mean, I don't know. I don't understand how that results in a tow. I really, really don't. Pat has won a race in some goofy circumstances at the Indy Road Course in the past. The only other chatter that looks like they really have a chance is Caleb sitting in 4th as things stand. It is 1 lap to checkered. I don't really know why Kyle Busch is dropping back. The green flag just got waved right now. which is probably the worst thing that Pat could see. Everyone's sitting in behind him, and he might just get swarmed here off the restart as $, who I forgot about, has the lead on the inside as we head to turn 1, and $, up to the top. Don't let Smee win it. Smee makes a move to the bottom. Will everybody even survive? And look at Squid, just completely out of nowhere in contention. And he might have a bottom lane formed. We might have a 4-wide race to the finish. Squid dropping back just a little bit up towards the front of the field. It is Cindric, it is Smee, it is Bubba Wallace. Squid with a push at the end of it. He gets stuck in behind Bubba. Cindric with a brake check. And out of turn 4, Squid out of nowhere is going to finish second, I think. No, it'll be Smee second, but Bubba Wallace wins. Chaos in all the wrong ways. At least it's Bubba, and it's not Smee. Squid once again, out of nowhere, comes and finishes third as our highest finishing chatter, which will extend the points lead over Pat, who dropped down to 8th after a funky restart. So he was caught up in the accident. That's what this was. Middle of the pack, 4 wide. He was the one that Bubba Wallace squeezed, and that... Oh, he's the one that got sent up into Jordan's car. That's what happened to Yo Gamer. That does it for Michigan. It's chaos in the way that we didn't want. We will be heading to a road course next. That'll be...
Sorry.
Hello.
Anyway.
We will be heading to a road course next. What might be our final one of the year, or if ovals are going to continue to act like this and just bring out the game-breaking chaos that iRacing likes to give us sometimes. Yeah, we might head to at least one more. But Bubba Wallace wins. Squid is again your highest finishing chatter, and just completely out of nowhere. Wasn't a factor all race long, and comes home to finish third.